Hey, it's Coach Jay.
Coach Will.
So we filmed a video about 4 or 5 years ago about how to handle pressure as you're bringing the ball up the court.
Mm-hmm.
We like that video, the details in that video so much, we're gonna just show you the old video.
Yep.
This is when we were doing and experimenting on a basketball program that we first developed and created in the YMCA's. And so you'll see the footage of us kind of talking through all of that. This is the video about how to handle pressure in the half court as the primary ball handler, or maybe even the unexpected ball handler.
Yeah, sure.
But also how to handle it full court if you're bringing up against the press.
Press and defense.
Two quick things I'll tell you about it. Number one is we saw a lesser talented player do this. Little old Brandon did this.
Yeah.
Little Brandon did it.
Yeah.
And it's predicated. The whole thing is built on one thing, and that is the ability to do what we call a shutdown.
Is there a way for us to continue to move the ball up the floor, still see teammates in open space? Yes, there's a way to do that. And the ball has to be behind us. Okay, so this is called shutdown position. And the way it looks like is my front foot is going to be perpendicular or in between the feet of the defender. Okay, and so I'm actually in this body position. Chest, the defender's chest is here. Here's my body position. The basketball is behind me. Now I can still see the front court. I can still see teammates. I can still see open space to attack. And so from this position, I can protect the basketball, keep a live dribble, and still be ready to attack. And as I move the ball up the floor.
Watch the rest of this video and then go practice a shutdown. Just right here to this.
Yep.
Right here to this. Yep. And slide in and out of that. Okay.
And in various ways, working on ways to get into the position.
Yes.
So from going from here to here, going from here into a...
Yes.
So that was a dribble move. I used the between the legs dribble to actually get into the shutdown.
Yes.
Or you can go crossover into the shutdown. So working on various ways to put yourself into that body position as well.
All right, so here's the rest of the video. How you advance the ball using attack, release, re-attack on the board when it's in full court.
Okay.
Maybe you're the point guard on your team.
Gotcha. One of the things that's important is to stay in the middle of the floor as much as you can, which is going to give you options on both sides of the floor. Second, you always want to attack the shoulder of the defender. So if the defender is here, I want to attack that shoulder at an angle to make the defense slide with and cut off. Okay? Never headed straight at it. Always attacking angles. Once they slide, that is your signal to then begin to release pressure. So here, when I release pressure, I'm not going straight back. I'm also probably gonna go at an angle here. When this happens, I will create space between myself and the defender. Once the defense re-engages, I can attack either shoulder to put pressure on the defense once again as I move up the floor. Okay. If the defense doesn't engage, I have space, I have created that space with my release to now potentially pass up the floor or really see what's going on, to see where the potential trap is coming. So it's a lot of options that can be created out of that space. So let's say here, I release pressure, the defense attacks, I can cross over and then attack on that shoulder, forcing the defender to slide again and to cut off.
So, angles-wise, you're attacking at a shoulder.
Yep.
And then you're releasing pressure slightly at an angle back.
Absolutely.
And then you can go either angle, either shoulder to re-attack.
That's right.
Now tell us about the release. What's the body movement on the release?
We want to get in a position called shutdown position. So if you're the defender, I'm going to place my feet in between your feet.
Okay.
This is called shutdown position.
So you're perpendicular now to the
Perpendicular, that's right. My shoulder should be on your chest. My foot's gonna be in between your feet. Because guess what? I'm shut down and the ball is protected.
Okay, now I have to reach across you.
Exactly. So you can see that we're moving up the floor at different angles.
We have a drill where we work on zigzag movements with the ball, with players. So when we're working on that particular drill, part of this is what we have in mind. If you learn this, the coach will trust you with the ball.
Absolutely.
Is anything different if you're doing this in the half court? Any situations or what can you tell us?
So it's very simple. The concept is still the same.
It's tighter space,
It's
obviously.
it's tighter space, so your attacks will be shorter.
Okay.
And your release will also be shorter.
Okay.
They'll be quick and short, and your releases will be quick and short as well, so you can see other players.
So in the full court, your release might be how many dribbles?
Typically in the full court, your release is going to be 2 to 3 dribbles.
2 to 3. Now in the half court, how many dribbles might your release be?
One to two. Really, you're just shutting down. It's more shut down than release.
Okay.
It's a lot of shutdown and maybe one step back,
Okay, all right.
2 steps back.
So in the half court, we might even call it attack, shutdown, re-attack. In the full court, we might call it attack, release, re-attack.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
Correct.
One of the things Coach Will has pointed out is that this attack, release, re-attack, or attack, shutdown, re-attack, it's a way to gain control when the defense is trying to gain control. And so it takes mental discipline to shut down.
Sure.
It takes mental discipline to release in order that you might re-attack, because a lot of players that we've seen, they just want to attack, because they think to go backwards makes them vulnerable. What we've seen is that anybody who will release pressure and do shut down and release pressure, they are gaining control of the environment.
Yes, and that's what coaches are looking for. Coaches are looking for, especially in the ball game, someone that they can trust. Someone that's going to get their team into whatever offense they're going to run. That the defensive job is to speed the offensive player up to the point where they're out of control, where you can make mistakes, take bad shots.
You can't see as much.
Etc., etc. But this gives the player a skill to regain control of themselves and their team.
There it is. So there it is. Go practice it when you get spare time on court. Attack, release, re-attack. Attack, shut down, re-attack. All right, see you next time.